Have you ever wondered how versatile the word question can be in English? Today, we're diving deep into the linguistic pool to explore 5 useful expressions with question. We'll uncover the nuances of phrases like in question, without question, to be a question of something, to be out of the question, and there's no question of something happening. Each of these phrases has its own unique role in conversation, adding depth and complexity to your English. Stick around and you'll soon be using these expressions like a pro. First up, we have the phrase in question. This expression is used to refer to the thing that is being discussed or considered. It's a way to specify or point out something in a conversation or text. Think about it this way. You're at a crime scene, and you're talking about a certain mysterious man. Instead of saying the man we were talking about, you can say the man in question. For example, the man in question was seen leaving the scene of the crime. It's a more direct and clear way to reference the subject at hand. The phrase isn't limited to people, of course. It can be applied to just about anything under discussion. Say you're discussing a particular book. The book in question is on the top shelf, so remember, when something is in question, it's what's being discussed or considered. It's a neat trick to make your English sound more fluent and sophisticated. Next, we have without question. This English expression is used when there's no doubt or uncertainty about the matter at hand. It essentially means undoubtedly or certainly. It's a way to emphasize the certainty of a statement, making it stronger and more assertive. For instance, consider the sentence, "She is, without question, the best candidate for the job." In this context, without question serves to stress that she is absolutely the most suitable person for the position. There's no room for doubt or debate. It's a statement of certainty. You could also say, "It was, without question, the best concert I've ever been to." Here, without question emphasizes that the concert was definitely the best one, surpassing all others. Moving on, we have to be a question of something. This expression is used when we want to say that something is a matter of or dependent on a certain factor or circumstance. Essentially, it's a way of saying that the outcome is contingent on something specific. For instance, let's say we're talking about a secret that's bound to be discovered. We might say, it's just a question of time before they find out. In this case, the discovery of the secret isn't in doubt. It's simply a matter of when it will happen. Here's another example. Imagine you're planning a picnic and the weather forecast is unpredictable. You might say, it's a question of weather. This means the success of your picnic depends on the weather conditions. So when you hear or see the phrase to be a question of something, remember that it's highlighting a key factor or condition that determines an outcome or situation. So to be a question of something means it's a matter of something. Next up is to be out of the question. This phrase is a fun and expressive way to say that something is not possible or allowed. It's like declaring a firm no, but with a bit more panache. So when you say, taking a vacation now is out of the question, it means that a vacation at this time is not possible. Maybe you're swamped with work, or perhaps it's not financially feasible. Regardless of the reason, a vacation is simply not happening. Here's another example. Let's say you're on a strict diet and someone offers you a tempting slice of chocolate cake. You could say, eating that cake is out of the question. In other words, there's no way you're going to indulge in that sugary treat. So no matter the context, when something is out of the question, it's off the table, it's not happening. It's a firm, decisive way to express that something is not possible or allowed. And that's the beauty of this phrase. It's clear, it's strong, it's final. So when something is out of the question, it's not possible or allowed. Finally, we have, there's no question of something happening. This is a fancy way of saying that there's absolutely no chance of a particular event taking place. It's a firm way of negating the possibility of an occurrence. For instance, imagine you are quite content living in your current city. You love the neighborhood, your job is just around the corner, and you have great friends. Someone suggests the idea of you moving to another city. You might respond, there's no question of us moving to another city. This means that there's no likelihood, no chance, and absolutely no possibility of you packing up and moving to a new city. The phrase can be used in various contexts, whether it's about changing jobs, adopting a new pet, or even trying a new cuisine. It's a powerful expression that leaves no room for doubt or uncertainty. So, there's no question of something happening means there's no possibility of it happening. Now we've covered all 5 expressions with question. Let's jog your memory a bit, shall we? First off, we looked at in question. This expression is used to refer to the subject or matter that we are discussing or considering. It's like shining a spotlight on what's important in the conversation. Next, we explored without question. This phrase is used to emphasize that something is definitely true or certain. It's a way of saying, no doubt about it. Our third expression was to be a question of something. This one is used when we're talking about a particular matter or issue that needs to be decided or dealt with. It's like saying, it comes down to this. Then, we tackled to be out of the question. This phrase is used when something is not possible or allowed. It's a polite way of saying that's a no-go. Finally, we delved into there's no question of something happening. This expression is used when there's no possibility of something happening. It's like saying that's not even on the table. Now it's your turn. Try integrating these expressions into your own sentences. Practice them in your daily conversations, write them down, play with them. The more you use them, the more natural they'll become. And that's a wrap. I hope you found this useful and will start incorporating these expressions into your English. Remember, practice makes perfect.